What's up, guys? My name is Miles.
And my name is Fez.
And this is The Commodity. And today we're reacting to the strangest things found in the Philippines. This video was suggested to us by a person in our last Filipino video's comments. I'm super excited to check this out. There's actually a part 1 and 2, so stay tuned for tomorrow to see part 2. And just so you can know when we post it, go ahead and click that subscribe button and the bell notification icon. That way you do get an alert when we do post that video. Also, if you'd go ahead and give this video a like, it'll help get this video out to more people, and in return would help us out greatly. And if you want to join our YouTube channel and support the channel even more, you can do that as well. So let's go ahead and hop in and check out these strangest things.
So I was just curious, what do you think the strangest thing is in our country?
I don't know. Fat people.
No, that's not strange. All the other countries are starting to catch up with
Yeah,
us.
they are.
It's
Yeah.
getting, like, we're rubbing off on other people.
And when I say fat, I'm fat. So that wasn't a diss on fat people.
But what would you, I mean, what would be the weirdest thing here?
I don't know.
The amount of all black Dodge Rams?
Yeah. All black Dodge. There's a lot of weird people and weird things in America.
Walmart?
Yeah. Dirty Walmart.
From dogs riding motorcycles to inmates dancing for the Pope, here are 12 of the craziest things found in the Philippines.
That's odd, but that might be kind of cool. Eating at a waterfall.
Yeah.
Number 12. Tarsiers. Tarsiers are considered to be one of the world's smallest primates.
Those are strange.
I think they're cute as can be,
They're
though.
super cute, but they're strange.
Yeah. And they've been
Found
in a
in a
video that we've reacted to
Yeah.
before.
Few places in Asia, there are 3 types of tarsier, but the Philippine tarsier is native to, guess where? The Philippines.
Jamaica.
No.
They have been around for about 40 million years, but are now in danger of extinction
That's
because
so
of habitat loss. And they are very difficult to raise in captivity. Only about
Those
50% that are
eyes.
taken
know.
from the
They're
wild
huge.
survive.
It's like
The
a
BBC
Furby.
made a documentary on the tarsier called Meeting the World's Smallest Primate.
Is that what Furby was made after?
That's a good question.
Remember that. We'll Google that later.
All about the tarsier and how the animal's growing popularity
Boy.
is actually putting it in danger. However, they made several crucial mistakes. They refer to tarsiers as marsupials, which they are not. They are primates. And the big one was that they called the documentary Meeting the World's Smallest Primate, which it is not. If the BBC can't get it right, how is there hope for the rest of us?
BBC.
What are we supposed to use as credible sources
BBC.
nowadays? Do you know what the smallest primate in the world is? Let us know in the comments below. The answer is coming up. Tarsiers only grow to be about 3.5 to 6 inches long, excluding the tail, which is usually twice the length of the body. They weigh about 2 to 5.4 ounces and
tiny.
live for about
Yeah.
16 years. They are famous for their large googly
I guess
eyes,
depending
which
on
are
who
the
you
same
ask.
size
Yeah.
as their brain. They have super long fingers, a long tarsus, which is where they get their name from, and a round head that can rotate 180 degrees.
tarsus?
Their face is short with
Tarsier?
large membranous
No,
ears that
they
are
said
almost
it's got a
constantly in
large
motion.
tarsus where they get their name from.
Oh, yeah. What is a Tarsus?
And they have thick, silky fur.
They got, like,
They move by
balls
leaping
on the
from
end
tree
of
to
their
tree at about
fingers.
10 to 15 feet at a
Pads.
time. Unfortunately, there are only about 5,000 to 10,000 left in the wild. And the
That's
title
crazy.
for the
Is that like
smallest primate in the
torso?
world
I don't
goes
know.
to Bertha's mouse lemur. Number 11. Waterfall Restaurant. The Villa Escudero Plantations and Resort is a working coconut plantation. Not only is it already beautiful and charming,
looks
but it is
delicious.
home to one of
I
the
don't even
most
know what that
unique
is.
It
restaurants
looks like
in the
fat
world.
on the top
The
Yeah.
that's
tables
been
and cook
crisp.
station all sit at the bottom of a waterfall. Guests are able to enjoy their meal
That's really
as the
cool.
water rushes along their feet.
Oh, that
They
is-
can also lean under the
that is
waterfall after
cool.
they
I-
finish
I
their
wouldn't
meal.
wanna get wet
no
like
shirt,
that.
no shoes, no problem.
I would. Could you, like, after you're done eating, you could
feel
just go
like-
enjoy the water falling over you?
I'd be like, this is like,
It's like a water park.
yeah, but I'm like super like stuffed and I'm just like, whoa.
The small waterfall known as Labasan Falls is not actually a natural fall, but instead is the runoff from the Labasan Dam, the Philippines' first hydroelectric
I was gonna
plant.
say it's like a
the
runoff
entire
from the
villa
toilet.
is a historical
It's like,
plantation surrounded by
yeah.
mountains
Nobody's
and
told
coconut
anybody.
trees. Once guests have dried off from their refreshing lunch, they can enjoy numerous local activities such as bamboo rafting,
That's cool.
bird watching,
That is
and can
cool.
even venture off to nearby rural villages
I'd
on
love
an
to go to this
ox-drawn
place.
jeepney. Coconut harvesting lessons are also available on the plantation grounds.
That's dope.
I really want to go here.
Me too.
Number 10,
Yeah, me
the
too.
world's first biodegradable car. Also known as the Phoenix, this bamboo and rattan roadster was designed by award-winning Filipino designer Kenneth Cobonpue and Albrecht Berkner. The Roadster is basically made out of bamboo, rattan, steel, and nylon, and it is their vision of future sustainable transportation.
dope.
In industrialized countries, people tend
Is there
to
a
keep a
video of
car
it
for about
driving,
5
maybe?
years.
My only issue with that is if it's biodegradable, one day you're going to go sit in it
And it's just gonna.
and the door's going to fall off. And you're going to be like, well, so much for this. I'm not going to be able to get to work today, boss.
And cars require a massive amount of non-renewable resources. Then there is the problem of waste left behind by automobiles. For everywhere else, cars are extremely expensive and
But you
people
can
tend to
take
keep them
pictures like
10 to
this.
20
Right.
years. It took a team of weavers and craftsmen only 10 days to make this biodegradable car. The Phoenix Roadster can last anywhere between 5 to 10 years, and then it can be recycled, essentially ending the waste of old
I would
cars.
hate to see her wrecking
However,
that
the
thing.
outer
Yeah.
skin of the car can just be replaced at very low cost if the owner wants to keep the car longer. The Phoenix measures around 3.89 meters long.
Or if it
The designers
rains.
say the car is
Yeah.
inspired by nature,
Or
with
if
the
you get
exterior
like
structure
a
similar to that of a
splinter, like the only
spine
car
found
that
in
will
a
give you a
vertebrate or
splinter.
a plant.
There's a
There's
lot
still
of
no word
issues
on
with
what
that
engine
car.
will power the car,
It's
but
cool.
it might be 100% electric.
You know, it's a great idea.
Number 9, Bogey Rider. A few years ago, a dog made waves as he rode a bike in the
Batman and
Philippines.
Robin.
Wearing a certified helmet specifically made for him, the then 4-year-old
That's
dog
dope.
was seen going around the streets of Manila, sitting on the front of his human companion's motorcycle. Gilbert, the dog's owner, wanted to get a dog for companionship and for someone to protect him. The dog has never fallen off. However, once in traffic, he jumped off to tackle thugs trying to steal his owner's gold necklace.
That's cool.
Gilbert said that
That's
he
a
started
good
training
dog.
Bogey early, and he already knew how to fetch at 2 months old. Gilbert loves taking him on trips around the Philippines and treats Bogey like his own son.
That's awesome.
That
If
is.
you're lucky, you might see them driving around Manila. And now for number 8. But first, be
I
sure
bet
to
he
subscribe
feels
if you're
really
new
cool
here.
that
We would
he
love to
even
have you.
got shouted out on there.
Number 8,
Yeah.
Barrel Man. The Barrel Man is an easy to find and popular
Barrel
souvenir in the
Man.
Philippines. The Barrel Man is so popular that it even had its own exhibits in museums. It's basically a wooden figure of a man surrounded by a wooden barrel, hence the name. Okay, yeah, whatever. But there is a surprise hidden under the barrel. When you lift the man out of the barrel, you will get
Whoa.
a huge male organ sprung in your face,
BBC.
which often catches people off guard
BBC.
unless you know that it's there. While no one is really sure of the origins of the Barrel Man, they have been a part of Filipino art, culture, and jokes for years. Depending on the size of the Barrel Man, they range anywhere from about $8 to $23. Number 7, Sinarapan. The Sinarapan is known as the world's smallest fish that we eat and is
Wow.
only found in the Philippines. They are often found in Bato and Buhi lakes. This fish has been recognized by the Guinness Book of World Records as the smallest commercially harvested fish, not the smallest fish known. These fish are transparent and have large black eyes, which is the only thing that gives them color.
I wonder what they
However,
taste
in
like.
some specimens, the snout is black and there might be a faint black vertical stripe
'Cause they
under the
wouldn't be
eyes and
salty.
a row of dark spots at the base of the fin, if you have a magnifying glass and if you care. They are about half an inch in length, but they can be a little smaller or longer. To eat them, they are often boiled with vegetables or fried in oil. They are popular because of their great flavor. However, they are also sold as dried cakes or sheets and are also available in blocks of frozen, uncooked sinarapan for you to prepare
We're
at
gonna have
home.
to see if we can
That
find
If
some
anyone
of that.
watching this video
Yeah,
is from
I'd
the
be willing to
Philippines,
try
or if
that.
you've been there, let us know if you've eaten sinarapan and what you think of it.
Well, I guess if it's native only to the Philippines, it'd probably not be
We
around
would be able to
here.
go to possibly an Asian market that specializes in Asian food.
Yeah, we could probably get like the dried ones.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
We won't be able to get the. But let us know if you want us to try that out. We definitely would like to have a reason to.
Number 6, the world's largest pair of shoes. This might not be the first thing you think of when you think of the Philippines. However, did you know that the world's largest pair of shoes sits in the town of Marikina in the Philippines?
I did not.
Why they decided to make them and how, I'm not quite sure. They are made out
Wow.
of real leather and measure over 17 feet long and 8 feet wide.
those Shaq
In order to
shoes.
fit into these shoes without any help, you would have to be 125 feet tall. In reality, they
Not
can fit about
necessarily. You
30
could just
people
be
inside. It
big
took 10
feet.
people 77 days to make these shoes, and they were certified by the Guinness Book of World Records in 2002.
That's a
The shoes
big
are made out of
shoe.
genuine leather and cost about 2 million Philippine pesos,
Nice
or a
shoes.
little over $107,000. The world's largest shoes are displayed at the Marikina Riverbanks Mall, where they are joined
They
by
like
other
drilled
normal
out the
size
holes
shoes.
and not,
Yeah.
Because
like,
of these shoes, Marikina
them.
is now known as the shoe capital of the Philippines. Number 5, Hung Nazareno. Also known as the Black Nazarene, the Pung Nazareno is a life-size dark wooden sculpture of Jesus carrying the cross en route to his crucifixion. It was carved from wood in the 16th century and was taken to the Philippines in 1606. It is very sacred to the Catholics in the Philippines. They believe the statue is able to heal terminal cancers and other illnesses, to grant petitions,
Did they
and to
say
help those in need.
where this was at in the Philippines?
I'm sure I didn't catch it. I was
didn't
more
either.
listening to
The Jesus figure got its dark complexion when the wooden statue survived a burning ship on its way from Mexico to the Philippines.
Wow.
Each year there are 3 annual processions where the Black Nazarene is taken out from its shrine and it makes its way along the streets of Manila. Anywhere from 6 to 8 million people will gather to see the celebration that takes place on January 9th.
That's pretty
Number
cool.
4,
I would worry so much about
Tamaras.
it.
About
Tamaras,
dropping
or
it.
the
Yeah.
Mindoro dwarf buffalo, is a critically endangered animal native to the Philippines. It looks a little bit like a small water buffalo and is the largest mammal from the Philippines. It is actually one of the rarest mammals on Earth.
What?
It has a
Wow.
robust body with dark brown to grayish black hair,
It's
with
cute.
short and stocky legs, and powerful horns, which can measure about 20 inches. The horns of the males are thicker
Oh,
and
that's
longer
dope.
than those of the females. It weighs in at about 485 to 661 pounds. The tamaraw used to be found all over Mindoro, but because of humans taking over its habitat and hunting, they are only limited to some grassy, marshy areas. Tamaras
That's
can live for about
unfortunate.
20 to 25 years. These animals are also known to be nocturnal. However, if they are
That's
captive,
weird.
they tend to be active during the day and the evening. Number 3, the world.
Would it be possible to captively breed these? Because, I mean, we've done that with many of animals. Not all successful, but it's an attempt to bring back a species. So
Yeah.
just a thought.
Those are pretty large, though. That'd be a very expensive
Well, I mean, people raise cows.
process.
World's largest banknote. Created in 1998, the world's largest single banknote is the 100,000 peso note created by the government of the Philippines.
We learned about
It was
that
designed
in
to
our
celebrate
Philippines
100 years
banknote
of
video.
independence from Spanish rule. The note is commemorative and was only
Wait.
offered to collectors who could purchase one of the limited edition notes for 180,000 pesos, or $3,700. It is the same size as a regular sheet of
Was that not the Malaysian ringgit that used to be the biggest? It was a 90,000 ringgit.
Oh, they had said they had the world's largest as well because they had it framed.
Is that the one that they had framed? I could have sworn it was the Malaysian banknote that was the world's largest.
I don't know.
legal printer paper. The banknote has 21 security features, including a hologram, so it is extremely difficult to counterfeit. Number 2, Hobbit House. The Hobbit House was recently on CNN Go's list of world's weirdest themed restaurants. The restaurant was founded in
That's
1973
dope.
in Manila, Philippines by Jim Turner, a former Peace Corps volunteer from Iowa who rescued little people or dwarves from the slums and carnivals and variety shows where they were mistreated. Inspired by his favorite author, J.R.R. Tolkien and the Lord of the Rings book series, it is the only restaurant in the world which is completely staffed by little people.
That's cool.
Jim employed them as waiters, bartenders, cashiers, entertainers, and even bouncers. Later on, they became managers and even owners. Jim and the Hobbit House did wonderful things for little people in the Philippines who are often shunned as outcasts or feared
That's too
because
bad.
people think
Yeah.
they embody evil spirits. At the Hobbit House, they have become popular characters who serve drinks, crack jokes, and even entertain on stage. The Hobbit House is known to have the smallest Elvis impersonator in the world, but talent scouts from Japan stole him away.
That's awesome.
Until
Yeah.
Jim passed away in 2016, he was known to hang out in the Hobbit House every night with his employees, who he considered his family.
That's cool.
Over the years, the children and grandchildren of his employees have also found work at the Hobbit. Lonely Planet has called it one of the trippiest bars in the world. Number
bet it
1,
is.
dancing
Yeah.
inmates. Cebu Provincial Detention
seen
and
videos of
Rehabilitation
this.
Yeah, I
Center,
have too.
a maximum security prison in Cebu, Philippines, made a claim to fame when their inmates got together to reenact the dance from Michael Jackson's Thriller around 2007. Dancing is
already been that
encouraged as
long
part of the
ago. Wow.
rehabilitation program at the prison, and not only have they performed Thriller, but many others that have
face,
become
he's in
popular,
it.
such
He's
as Gangnam
into it.
Style. They have their own choreographers, and inmates spend up to 4 hours a day practicing a growing
Wow.
repertoire of more than 24 dances. In 2015, over 2,000 inmates welcomed the Pope to the Philippines when they performed the Pope Dance. They have also been seen dancing with U.S. Navy SEALs. About 100 inmates also tried to go on tour after the release of their famous Thriller
That's
video.
cool.
The group tried to go to the Sinulog Festival, however, they were turned down because the majority of inmates had committed serious crimes. But this did not discourage the inmates, as they just continued dancing within the walls of the rehabilitation center and performed for an audience there. They received a lot of donations, and in 2010, the government suspended the dance program to investigate the prison's accounting.
Wow.
The prison has been criticized for exploiting its prisoners and not improving their living conditions. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
But those are some strange things. A lot of them are really cool. Well, most of them
Yeah.
were cool.
And I've heard that one of the reasons that they do is for rehabilitation reasons.
Mm-hmm.
And it shows that they can work together and do this and that. And supposedly their statistics are really high for rehab.
But unfortunately, they were being exploited for it.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
they weren't using any of the money to
Actually help them.
or help the
return.
facility.
Yeah.
But yeah, guys, this was an awesome video. Thank you for the suggestions. Again, in the tomorrow, we're going to react to part 2 on this. Go ahead and throw some other suggestions down in the comments, or click the link in the description to go to our Discord and give us some video suggestions, because we do want some more Philippines, Malaysian, Australia, really any suggestions at all for us to check out some more videos that you guys want to see.
Guys, again, if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. The YouTube algorithm is driven by it. More people will see it because of that. And if you want to see our future videos, hit the subscribe button. It's free. And hit the bell notification so you'll be notified when our next video comes out. And if you want to support us directly, hit the join button and join our member program. And with that being said,
My name's Miles.
and my name is Fez.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Peace.
Out.